Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 in Kingsland, Texas. Out for a little drive this morning. Went by H-E-B grocery store and got me a bottle of wine, of St. Genevieve Cabernet red wine. But anyway, what I'm going to talk about this morning, ladies and gentlemen, is RV'ing. We haven't touched on that in a while for some reason. I kind of got diverted by the electric trikes. But now that chapter is pretty much completed, we'll move to the next chapter, which is back to RVing. And I was out walking this morning, and even though it's a little hazy, overcast, and cool, it's 55, I thought, you know, I sure would like to take a trip. So I'm thinking about doing that. When? Well, I got a couple of things on order from Amazon that'll be in next week, probably, and we'll see. But soon, I think. How soon is soon? Who knows? You know, the next video may be me saying on the road again. But moving right along, planning an RV trip, guys, it starts off really easy. First, it's a concept. Oh, Rusty, let's go RVing. And then it goes to the next level, where you want to go. Okay, well, let's go out to Quartzsite and spend a month or two. Okay. So where are you going to stay out there? Are you going to boondock? Nope. Well, they got some RV parks. Okay, we'll check with an RV park. I did. And guess what? They have one. Not very expensive, kind of reasonable, actually. I had to find out the price when I called and finalize the deal, but it's pretty cheap. A little more than Capitan, New Mexico. But enough said about that. Don't worry about it. Here's the trick, though. I thought about going out like the 1st of January or even the middle of December. May do that, don't know. And he said, fine, yeah, come on out. He said, there's only one thing. So what is the exception? They have the big tent thing the middle of January in Quartzsite, Arizona, whatever that is. I've been there. It's a big tent, has a lot of stuff in it. It attracts a ton of people. So he said, but for that week we're booked. So you could stay up to that week, then you'd have to move off for a week and then come back. I said, well, if that's in the middle of my month, how are we going to do that? He said, we'll work something out with you. That's another vague thing. We'll work something out with you. Okay, sounds good. So that is what happens when you start planning a trip, guys. You run into those little bumps in the road. And also, you know, the temperature and the climate out there for boondocking, for me, it can be a little hit and miss, you know what I mean? And, you know, if I have to use the burners on the stove when I'm boondocking, you know, my propane stove for heating, then, yeah, it'll heat the RV quick. However, it puts a lot of moisture in the air and the condensation forms on the window. So, for those of you that are boondock experts, which I am not, I know I've done it many times, but not in the winter. I'm wondering, is there some kind of, I know there's those buddy heaters, little buddy heaters and stuff, but they're propane, or butane, whatever they happen to be, they got to put out condensation too. You know, they got to put out moisture in the air. Is there a device that doesn't fog up your windows that you can use that's not too expensive? Because I don't do a lot of boondocking in the winter. In fact, rarely, if ever. So that's question number one on this RVing possible trip. Then I thought, well, I'll just wait and go out after January the 15th. You know, I could go, because I still have my New Mexico State Park pass. I could go out through Columbus, New Mexico to Pancho Villa State Park and spend a week or two there. You can stay 2 weeks. And yeah, it'd be $4 a day because I've got the State Park pass. Good deal, huh? You bet. However, here's the catch-22 there. There are no reservable sites available for the month of December, January, and February, as far as I could determine. Because every time I tried to pick a site and pick a date, it told me nothing there. Nothing available. But the reason that is this. Since I've been to Pancho Villa State Park, I know that they only have a few, like maybe 4 or 5 or 6 reservable sites, but they got a lot of other sites. They got about 30 or 40 or more maybe, first come, first serve sites. Well, if you know where Columbus, New Mexico is, then you know that you do not want to drive there and not be able to find a place to park your RV if it's some cold weather or whatever. So that's kind of a catch-22. But as far as the trip out there, I've already got a plan on that. I got that nailed. Go from here to Iran, Texas. They have a city park. You stay overnight for free. That's one night. Then I go from there out to Van Horn to, I can't remember if it's a Dairy Queen or a McDonald's or something. It's got a huge parking lot behind it. You can stay there overnight for free. I mean, it's noisy as hell. Well, not that. I mean, it's noisy because there's trucks coming in there and leaving all night long. And I don't know how far it is from Interstate 10, but it's not too far. And so, you know, you got some noise, but, you know, you could endure it for one night, or I could. And then from there to Columbus is, you know, 3 hours or maybe 3.5. But I would go around El Paso on that loop. I think it's 375. I could be wrong. Yeah, and that would add a little time to it, but I don't want to go through downtown El Paso any day of any week. Is this guy just going to run into me? No, not. Having said that, so that's what happens when you start planning an RV trip. The first thing is, oh boy, let's go RVing. Then the next thing was where? And okay, you pick a destination. Then you start, you know, finding out, well, you got this bump here and this hill there and this hurdle there, and the reality hits you kind of right between the eyes. The other thing is, you know, you could, and I've done this before the internet and any stuff, I would just go, you know, and it always seemed to work out pretty good. I mean, I'd get caught out every now and then. Caught out means you can't find a place to park your RV that you want to park, you know what I mean? You know, if you're into full hookups, you can't find a full hookup. If you're into boondocking with a little privacy, then you couldn't find that. You know, so on and on and on it goes. But having said all that happiness, we're gonna get back to RVing, guys. I am. Because you know, two things happened. One was yesterday, being Thanksgiving Day, of course, everybody celebrates. Well, my neighbors, I have to tell you, man, when they celebrate, I'm telling you, it's not a couple of hours. You know what I mean? It's, well, for example, last night was a record. My son and I were sitting on the patio. We went triking around the neighborhood first, and then we came back, sitting there, we're talking, and all we could hear is loud music, okay? It's 150, 200 yards away. You know what I mean? It's not like it's just right jammed up against me. And if it was that loud where we were, I can imagine what it was where they were. So apparently they weren't talking to each other. They were just standing there moving their lips or something. But having said that, it was a little noisy, but I thought, you know, it's a holiday, so cut them some slack. I mean, I'd called the sheriff on them before, and, you know, so I thought, well, let it go. If it, you know. So 10 o'clock, still going. 11, going. 12, going. I thought, uh-oh, got an all-nighter. Sure enough, 4 a.m. this morning, still going. You got me? Still going full bore. So inside my RV, I had to run my little heat strip fan, which, you know, drowns it out and couldn't hear it. But I don't like to do that. I would rather have just slept there without the fan on and slept peacefully like I usually do. And it doesn't happen often. It doesn't happen often. But having said that, that was strike one. And then I got up this morning and I thought, you know, this is a nice place. Climate's okay. That was a little noisy last night. Doesn't happen often. But I don't have to be here. I don't have to be anywhere. I mean, I'm retired, got a little income. As far as the mail goes, I just have it forwarded to my Kingsland P.O. box. They'll hold it there as long as I'm paying the box rent and forward it to me anytime I want to, anywhere. No fee. So it's on my mind. Okay, we got a cop up here. See, he flashed his lights. That means there's a policeman in the area. Let's see if he's right or he's just blowing smoke. He's probably right because this highway here is fairly well protected. Oh, they must have had an incident maybe. It looks like there's traffic backing up here. Yeah, somebody did a no-no. Let me turn the camera straight ahead here. One of these guys wants to go in the left lane. Let's get over here. Which lane is blocked? I cannot tell. There's nobody directing traffic. Well, anyway, we'll watch this. This will be interesting. One of the thousands of accidents this holiday weekend. I'll put my emergency flashers on. There should be somebody down there directing traffic. I see a deputy down there. But anyway, back to the RVing. And this is something else, this right here. Whenever you're RVing and you've got a plan to be somewhere in 3.5 hours or whatever, don't count on it, because these little things happen. And believe me, if, as you guys know that live in cities, if it happens in the 8 o'clock rush, then it becomes the noon rush. You know what I mean? So anyway, back to RVing again. Probably take a trip. Well, I'll go out west because I've got that New Mexico. But again, it's going to be a little colder out there than it is here. And you know, if I'm boondocking and I've got water in my fresh tank and it gets down around 25, all I got's a block of ice or a cracked fresh water tank. So that's something to think about. But I don't have to have water in the fresh water tank. I can carry. I've carried gallon jugs before and put them inside. I used to put 6 or 8 under the bed. Well, this is the traffic moving here? No, not at all. Why? I don't know. I don't know why she swallowed a fly. I think she may die. So anyway, back to the RVing trip. So when you're planning a trip, the excitement is, oh boy, let's go. Then the reality is where? And then the other next real reality, if there's such a thing as real reality, is where are we going to camp? You know, there's free campsites all around, but in the wintertime, that's tough. That's tough. I've done it. Have I ever been really cold? Yep. I've had the toilet water freeze in my toilet before. In the RV, freeze solid. Yeah, I hauled probably, 100 pounds of frozen poo-poo for 2 days before I could dump. That was years ago, though. Well, guys, isn't this exciting? Don't you love to watch blinking taillights on cars? Is that something y'all enjoy? I'm getting curious now what the hell's going on up here. I mean, I could turn around and go the other way and go back around to my home, so it's not like I'm completely trapped. These people that are on holidays and going back home after eating with grandma are now wondering what the hell's going on. But usually what they do when something like this happens is, since there's 2 lanes on the other side open, they block one with the police car and let people use that one lane. Here comes the DPS. He'll get it straightened out. DPS doesn't mess around. And there goes Llano County Deputy. Now they got enough people to handle it. Here comes, God, here comes another one. Another deputy. Where were they when I called them about the noise? That's the dog pound guy. So right now we got about 6 policemen up there. Battery low. I got to do my battery, guys. If I can find the charger. It says my battery's low. Can I charge it while I'm doing the video? Hell yeah. Okay. Hang on, guys. Old Rusty's working hard here. I hope the video didn't get cut off. It could have. Let me turn it around another way. Oh, there we go. Got it going, guys. So here we are sitting at a traffic incident or accident on this is Highway 29 between Buchanan Dam, Texas, little bitty community, and Burnett, Texas, and we're facing east on Highway 29, and there's an incident here, and they ain't moving no traffic. Now see, here's something else. In Texas they do this. If there's a fatality, if somebody's dead up there, they'll shut both lanes down for, I mean, you can't come or go. They'll shut both ways if there's a fatality. Well, I'm curious, man. I'm curious as to why they're not directing the cars around in one lane like they normally do. So will I go RVing in the winter out west? I don't know why not. Oh yeah, we're moving now. They got it going now. I knew when when the Texas Department of Public Safety shows up, they get organized. They know what to do. DPS in Texas is excellent group. Excellent group. Yep. Oh, it looks like they just had an incident. Got a car with the front end missing. I don't see what he hit. I don't see another car. Maybe he hit a deer. Must have hit one of them deers. And that could be very possible up here. I didn't see a deer though either. Where'd the other car go? Must have really hit him hard, knocked him out there in that brush. So guys, old Rusty is going RVing, and we're going to get back to that. I'm going to do that. I mean, you know, my channel's kind of gotten a little puny lately because I haven't been doing much. And, you know, I've gotten a little puny right along with it, you know. And that can happen, you know. We're rut creatures, you know. We love ruts. You know, we love to create ruts and then crawl in them and stay in them. Well, this old rudder is going to get out of it. Look at the headlight on that guy's truck. My God. Do you need that? So, rolling right along. Where will I go? I don't know, man. I may just take a chance, like I've done before. Just hook up to the RV and head west, and if I freeze my butt off, I just do. I mean, I won't freeze, but what'll happen, I don't like for all that condensation to form on the windows, because you get that much moisture in your RV, and the next thing you know, you got mold and mildew and all kind of not so good stuff. So, it's been an interesting RV. I mean, interesting video at it. For me, it has. Because we got to see that incident, and we talked about RVing, and I'm kind of getting pumped again about RVing. So when would I go? I don't know, man. I may go and soon, you know. I thought about going back out towards Del Rio, but hell, there's nothing out there. I've been there so many times. I can, you know, it's just, I don't know. It's on my way nowhere, but if I go west, there's a lot of places out there. You know, you can go out into southern New Mexico, southern Arizona. You know, it's pretty warm this time of the year. It's not, it's probably warmer where I am right now than it is there, because we're a little further south from the latitudes, but it's not too bad. It's rarely that you get what you'd call a hard freeze, you know, where you'd have to worry about your fresh water tank and stuff. You know, it'll get down in the 30s sometimes, but 20s rarely. So we may just do that. As far as boondocking, I don't mind boondocking. I don't. I'm ready to go on the boondocking and boontriking. There you go. I'm going to go boontriking. I just made up a new thing. Boontriker. What do you do, bud? Oh, I'm a boontriker. Well, my son liked that big old fat tire bike from electrictrike.com. He liked that. He's got it down, as a matter of fact. Yeah, he said, Dad, I want to check this thing out. And I said, well, go ahead, man. I said, you enjoy it, you know what I mean? That's what mechanical things are for, huh? we'll let this go a little while, guys, because I ain't got much else to say other than pump myself up about RVing and boondocking and freezing my handy off. But I can defeat that. I mean, I can. You know, sleeping in cold weather, I enjoy. So that is a non-issue. It's waking up in the cold weather that's a problem. You know, when you pile out of that bed with a comforter and 4 quilts and stuff, yeah, you know, and you're in a room that's 32 degrees. No, that's that's not comfortable, you know. But it doesn't. The good thing, since I have such a small RV, the Casita 17-footer that I have, it warms up really quick. I mean, in 10 minutes, you can raise the temperature from 40 to 60. You know, I mean, it's amazing, but it does. Yeah, with 2 burners on low, and if I have my little O2 cool fan that runs on 12 volt, yeah, it'll move that heat around, and it's pretty damn comfortable. It's like central air and heat, except for one thing: the moisture. This is Park Road 4, ladies and gentlemen. On the right used to be Inks Lake Golf Course, or Highland Lakes Golf Course. I ran that thing for a few years, played golf here hundreds of times. Out there on the right, they let the golf course completely go. It's gone. It'd been here for 55 years and they shut it down. Made me want to spit, because I had kind of planned my retirement around playing golf on that golf course really cheap, and it's real convenient. It's like 5 miles down this road to my house, or my home base. And yeah, it was just great. Just cruise over there in the morning to catch a scramble. You know, they had 2 scrambles a week. Old men, you know, it was just fun, you know. It was a lot of fun. But like everything else, all good things must end. But here's another thing: all good things must begin too. Look at the other side of that coin. So we're going to do a beginning. We're going to do a getting. We're going to go boontriking. Boontriking. Old Rusty's boon. I'm going to give me a t-shirt that says boontriker. Oh God, anyway, I'm letting this old video go too long. I'll shut it down and make its turn. So guys, from Central Texas, USA, on a cool day, 55 top up degrees. Top up as in if you had a convertible, you would have the top up instead of down. Having said that, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye, 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 anything you want, anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Because I get a small, oops, I can't say that. Just do it if you choose to. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, help you lose weight because you'll be full of water. Take deep breaths. Breathe in deeply through your mouth or nose, doesn't matter. Hold it a few seconds. Breathe out slowly. What does that do? It lowers stress, which lowers your blood pressure, and that's good for you. So do it. What else? Stretch, stretch, stretch. Walk, walk, walk. Exercise your body once or twice a day. You will never regret that. You'll feel better and healthier for a longer period of time than if you didn't do it. So what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your beautiful head. And that is a fact. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and enjoy your life and go boontriking. Yeah, we're fixing to do something. We're fixing to do something. Yep, we're fixing to do something. Anyway, guys, adios, amigos. Bye-bye.